Hey there, YouTube. The originals know me as Seth38101. I'm Andrew. It is October 18th, 2021. It's crazy because I was making YouTube videos on here in 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, I don't know. I've had a lot on my mind, and this may be a little bit long-winded, but I figure I'll put what I want on YouTube, and we'll go from there. That's the best thing, because that's what we used to do. I really miss my old YouTube days. I really miss the old days. And what the hell is this thing that I'm growing here, right? Been doing it for a while now. But I was watching a lot of my older videos, and it's just, man, how time has passed. What was funny is I was watching a video that I posted here in July of 2007, and I was talking about how, oh my God, time has passed so fast. I was thinking how something was just here a year ago, and now it's already. I was mind blowing. Yeah. Let's talk about the past 10 years, younger Andrew. Let's talk about the past 10 years. How fast those have gone. You couldn't even comprehend that when you made that video in 2007. Point being, a lot has changed since the last time I've been on YouTube. I don't know what all I really want to go into, or how long I want to make this video, but I'm going to do my best. So a lot has happened. As you know, I haven't made a lot of videos since about 2010. They've been very far and few in between here on YouTube, and I just haven't found a lot of time or motivation to do so, but I actually miss doing it. It's so convenient now to make YouTube videos and post them compared to what I used to have to do that I'm surprised I'm not doing it. I mean, back then I'd have a separate camera, load it on a computer, edit the videos, upload it. I don't do that. I could shoot, edit, and upload from my phone for no more than what I do, and I just haven't done it. And it kind of, I don't know why. Which I'm doing this on my phone right now, speaking of which. But I've been through a lot. I've made notes somewhere of things I wanted to talk about. I did not open the computer up that has those on it, so let me go ahead and do that. Sorry, I'm also trying to make sure I actually look at the computer, because one thing I hate, and a lot of people do this when they make their videos, and it's pet peeve, they're talking to you like this. Notice my eyes, because they're too busy watching themselves instead of actually addressing the camera. I've always found it to be a pet peeve, but that's just me. Okay, so I have my notes here. All right, so now I can really say that I am really shocked about how much time has passed. I know it's normal, but this is the first time experiencing it. I've made a video for my YouTube channel, like I said, back in 2007. I was talking about how much time has passed, but I was only referencing 1 to 2 years max, and it just blew my mind that those couple years were gone. But now that's nothing, because now I could look back and be like, dude, 15 years, just like that, they're gone. Here I was in my mid-20s, hanging with April, and we were doing all kinds of funny things, with my then at the time boyfriend, and we were just having a good time, mid-20s, and now, let's be honest, and a lot of people may not realize it, but I am knocking on 40's door, and I really hate that. Time is flying fast. I cannot believe the year that we're in. I cannot believe how old I am, but I know a lot of things change in a lot of people's lives, but a lot of things changed in my life, I think, more than it should have. In the past 10 years, I have moved. I've been through so many jobs, but finally, I've been in the same day job since 2017, and my DJing has been really good. I want it to be better, but I can't complain. It's definitely better than it was when I lived back in West Virginia. That just wasn't really doing anything for the DJing I wanted to do. Like I said, this video may be a little lengthy. This is for the the foundation of my YouTube following. This isn't for the new generation of people who watch videos, because today's people can't get past 30 seconds because of TikTok and shit. But the amount of time that has passed has not only been sobering, but it's also like sober. As far as when I use that term, what I mean by it is it wakes me up to really look at how it felt like just I went to sleep and the time went boom, and now I'm looking back going, where the hell did 15 years go? Like, it just flew by. 15 years flew by. I can pull up videos here on YouTube that are 14, 15 years old that it seemed like it's just something I uploaded a few weeks ago, maybe even just a year ago, but it's been 15 years. It's kind of depressing because it went so fast that I had no idea. I mean, I know that the elders and the older people always tell you that time goes really, really fast and you can't control it. And it's just insane. So anyways, that still blows my mind. And I have to plug this phone in because I'm getting a low light warning, and of course everything is set up in a way where it's just making this absolutely. I probably should have done this another way, but let's see if we could do this. Oh, I told me battery's too low to use a flash. I'm not using a flash. Okay. So, blows my mind. I'm actually experiencing like that for the first time in a true scale, because back when I talked about this before on YouTube and I said, oh my God, I can't believe how much time has passed. The only amount of time I really had to reference was 2, maybe 3 years at most, because anything beyond that, it did seem like a long time ago. But and then social media. Then I missed the MySpace days. It was simpler times for social media. It's just everybody got on social media. They had fun. We decked out our profiles, made it our own. You went to the profile to see what everybody was up to, and I miss it. Now look what we have. We got Facebook, and that thing is just trouble. Excuse me. Facebook is just complete trouble, and it's just the world today is a mess. The world's always been a mess, to be honest with you. But I'm telling you, with Facebook and the way our news media is using Facebook, it's just such a mess. I just quit following all media outlets, and my life has been better for that. I also look at myself at who I am now compared to who I was. Oh, that was a weird sound. I do miss who I was. And who I am now is not who I was. I'm talking to you here on YouTube, and you can go back to my videos that are pegging like 11, 12, 13, 14 years ago. That's not the same person. I mean, physically it is. But I'm not that guy, and I don't like that. I know people change, but the things that changed me have been huge and in a very short span of time. And I feel lost. I look in the mirror, I don't know who I am. I've actually gained a lot of weight compared to my normal size. And I'm trying to correct that. But I miss who I was. I miss the Andrew that I used to be, and I want to get back in touch with myself and who I know I am, and just have a clearer mind into where I want to go in life. But a lot of things have changed me. And when I say a lot of things have changed me, a lot of it has been compressed within the last 5 years. Within the last 5 years, I, in 16, got a DUI, which shocked me, because it's like, the last time I was making YouTube videos, I've never had a drink of alcohol in my life. So how could this be? I'm not going to get into the details of exactly what happened the night that it happened, but it happened. That changes you, because if you've never been in trouble in your life, when I haven't, with the law, much of anything really, just a few uh, things in school here and there, like, well, you do that right, a little trouble here and there, but throughout my life, I haven't really been in any kind of significant amount of trouble. So the fact that this happened was just, it moved me into, I got through it. The state offers something that allows you to get through something that takes it off your record. So I did all that. It took a year, but I did all that. That same year, a great friend of mine and mentor at the radio station that I worked at, he owned it, he passed away. So in the middle of being extremely depressed and not knowing what my future is going to hold because of this new legal issue that I was dealing with, a good close friend of mine who taught me a lot of things about being successful and moving forward in life passed away. And every time I went home, I would make sure I always visit him at the radio station. We'd go out and grab lunch, and he was gone. And I couldn't attend his funeral because I had to stay here because of the legal issues that I was dealing with. I had to stay here. I wasn't allowed to leave, so I missed his funeral. Shortly after that, another lifelong friend of mine, she passed away. She was in her 50s. So then I suffered two blows right then and there. But by the end of that year came around, I did clean up the DUI and proceeded to move on. And then things just started to really take a turn for the thing for me, for the experience what I'm going through. A guy I used to work at a radio station, he passed away, and he was in his 20s, leukemia. That was kind of devastating. Let's move up to 2018. My dad falls ill. He actually got sick with cancer, and my dad passed away in January of 2019, and we attended his funeral, and his parents were still alive at the time. But less than a month after that, my grandmother passed away. And then shortly after that, my grandfather passed away. And then shortly after that, my lifelong friend who's been on this channel of mine, if you look back, maybe you could find him. His name was Daniel. He passed away. Not sure what happened there, but it was sad. He was only in his 30s, and he passed away. So now I've lost like a lot of people who were there when I was a kid, who were there as my foundation, have passed away. And it was just so devastating that this happened. But then this year, another lifelong friend of mine, which was mutual friends with me and Daniel, he passed away, and he was only in his 30s. And it's like, when I would leave Pennsylvania and go home, these were the people that I would see. This was growing up. These are my friends I went to school with. These are the few that we stuck out. Granted, one of the friends, we drifted a little bit, but we always tried to catch up. And about a year or two ago, when I was back home, we did catch up. We had pizza, and it was nice. But just the fact that they're gone is just. And then my dad and my it was just, there was no time to get over the passing of somebody, the previous person, before someone else died. It was starting to become so routine to end up in a funeral home, and it was just, I got so numb, and all of that has made me so emotionally numb that a lot of times I have a hard time feeling love right now, because I'm still emotionally numb. I don't know if it's just such a great tragedy after another, but with just, you don't expect to, you lose a friend, then your father, then your grandfather, then your grandmother, then your friend, and another friend. That's like 7 people at least, so fast. It's just like, dude, April is still walking this earth, and I told her that she is not allowed to leave. As far as close childhood friends, she's the only person left because, you know, you have a lot of friends when you grow up. Well, at least you try to. Um, I had, but you only have a few friends that stick out beyond high school. And these were the people, these were the friends that were there, except for, the guy at the radio station and the other lady that obviously I didn't go to school with them, but they still carried me through my younger life in some way, shape, or form in a big way. And then when your childhood friends that stuck out after high school and they're gone, and then so many people just ripped away from you, and you didn't get to say bye to anybody. Not even my dad I said goodbye to. I didn't get to say goodbye to anybody, to any of these people. I just got news that they died. Now my dad, we was expecting it, and he was getting pretty rough, but being so far away, I was doing a lot of traveling. I was maintaining my day job and my DJ schedule and going down 300 miles one way to see my dad. It was rough, but I didn't get to say goodbye to him. I got the phone call one morning and he passed. And then my grandmother passed less than a month with no warning. She wasn't sick. Maybe she had a broken heart. I don't know. And she passed. And then my grandfather, he pretty much gave up life after that, and he passed a year after. It's just so much. And then the DUI was the very beginning of just this huge slide down, and I don't feel like I've picked myself up yet. Part of me doesn't even know how. With all of that went on, I don't know how. So where I'm at today, I'm confused as to who I am. I'm confused as to who I want to be. I'm confused to what I want to do in life. Is it DJing? Is it radio? Is it this day job that I'm currently doing? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do in life. I have no clue like I used to. There's so much fog up here that nothing else is really getting through other than I'm lost. It's like I got banged around in the woods, and I got off the beaten path, and I'm way the hell up in the woods somewhere, and now I can't find my way back out, and I don't know how to. And it is something. It is something. It's tough. I don't know what else to say about that. It is tough. Like I said, I think that I'm truly, because of all of that within a short period. Most of that only took 3 years, but all of it together is 5 years. But just right at the very end, the last 3 years was like bam, 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 bam. There was no time. I'm still not over my dad dying. You're never gonna get over that. But it's like, I have to take time to grieve for my dad, but then now my grandmother, my grandfather, and a couple friends of mine. It's just, wow. It's unbelievable, And then where, of course, like I said, I'm pushing 40 now, which is crazy. I don't know how, because that's what time does to you. But I'm not ready for this stage in life. I'm completely not ready. I feel like I was blindsided just to wake up one day and just realize, like, oh my God, look where we're at in life. It's time to really figure this out, man. Time is getting away from you. There's a lot of things you have to do to really get comfortable for the rest of your life, and I'm just not ready for this point in life that I'm at. To where I'm at right now, I'm not comfortable or ready to be here. And what do you do? I don't know. I don't know. I feel lost. I feel lost. I mean, people see me generally as happy, but deep down, I'm not at all. I am in a good relationship. He is absolutely amazing. His name is Matt. Maybe, hopefully, at some point in time, if I really get into this YouTube thing again, you get to meet him. Oh, and when my dad died, my last ex found that it was a good time at that time. That's when he broke up with me. So, my dad passed away, and then my ex breaks up with me. That was a long time coming, anyways. But I just wasn't ready for all of that. But I need to reconnect in some way with my past. I need to reconnect with my past self, because the bright-eyed, dreaming guy that I was, not dreamy as in like, oh, he's dreamy. I mean, like, I always had these big dreams and big aspirations. I miss that. That's what fueled me. That's what kept me going. I had this dream to do these things and that thing and these things and goals, and they fueled me, but they're all burned out right now. Like, I have no inspiration, no dreams, no motivation or anything, and that takes its toll. It takes its toll, and I'm still, even right now, I'm currently a working club DJ, and it takes its toll there, because there's a lot more that goes into DJing than just playing than when the DJ's in the club. We're not going to get all that. It's not a DJ talk video for this one, but the point being, everything that I just talked about prior just fogs all of that up. And also, I don't have any aspirations. I don't have any motivation. I don't have any, that flame that you get when, I miss it. I remember what it feels like. I remember dreaming about being on the radio, and then also being a club DJ. I remember having that dream and how well it felt. And I haven't felt that in years. I haven't felt bad about anything in years. My light is out, and there's cobwebs, and I don't know what to do about it. Some people say maybe you need to move again and respark some inspiration. But there's a lot of healing that I have to do with the stuff that happened. It's hard. It's really hard to try to figure out how to put all this back together and get back on track. I don't know where to start. I don't even know how. But, and granted, I'm not spilling like complete, full everything on the table here, because this is YouTube. So there's so much that I'm going to put out there. The things I talk about, I don't have any problem of anybody knowing about at all. So this stuff is not private. The stuff that I'm talking about. But, and then when I go back home, I think maybe I'll go back. Maybe I could go back home and visit and find, and be in a place that's home, that connects me. But no. Unfortunately, even that has changed. My hometown has changed. There's a lot in my hometown that's changed, whether they refaced buildings or remodeled something, or they added buildings in places that were never buildings, and places that me and April would go are unrecognizable because they've completely redone them. And then just even where I lived is just, it doesn't look right anymore. Nothing looks right. Home is just gone, and it's just like, that's one of the best things, is to go and have home time, but it has to feel that way. You have to look around and see the sights that define home for you, and you smell this. You know what I'm talking about. And that's even gone. It just blows my mind how much has been ripped away that I would consider my foundation, my childhood. The damn radio station falls under that same category. A lot of it was redone, and it doesn't even look the same. I have so many memories outside that radio station, and even inside of it, that even going to the radio station would just, I would seriously sit outside on that stoop that I've sat outside before. If anybody's on my social media in the past, maybe you've seen pictures of it, I don't know. A few videos have been done there, and I would sit there and I would just stare out in that field, but it doesn't look like that anymore. Everything only exists in here. It's all gone. It's seriously, my memories of life and things, seriously, as if I was 80 years old. That's what it makes me feel like. And am I being unrational? Because I've watched my older videos I've made here on YouTube back in my late 20s, and I laugh when I hear some of the stuff I talk about. It's like, because I'm like, boy, you have no idea. You've no idea. You've no idea yet. But I think this time I have an idea. You know, I think by the age 40, you haven't, you've experienced some things. I'm not 40 yet. It's close. But it's just, you should, I don't feel that at this point in my time, I should have to look back on my past as so much that it's just now gone. You know? And that bothers me. I don't want to hang on to the past, obviously, but people are also your past. And even for me, they're gone. They're gone. Me and April have been talking about getting together and just, going for a ride out in the country like we used to do back in the day, because you're not going to change the country. A country road is a country road. The tree that's growing in the corner on such road, that tree is still there. It's just been tough. And I don't know where to start. And I don't have a big YouTube following right now because I haven't made enough videos. I'm aware of that. So, there's a few of you who still watch and you comment, and it blows my mind. But it's just, I can't say I'm really turning to YouTube for advice, and it's just for the simple fact that there isn't a lot of people out there that used to be here like there used to be. But it is nice to get those thoughts out. I've been debating on making Facebook posts and a few other things, but I'm like, dude, I just going to make a video. I'll go back to YouTube and make a video like I used to make. It's just a lot has changed, and I feel that nothing is right now. Maybe except for a few things. There are a few things that are right. I am in, I'm in a good relationship. He's absolutely amazing. That feels pretty right. Honestly, everything else doesn't. Let's put it that way. Everything else doesn't. But and I just want it. That feeling when you sit down. Let's say you're in a situation. I don't know. You're in a situation. You just sit down somewhere. Maybe it's in the living room of your house, and you just sit back. Maybe there's music on, and it's just you smile because you like everything. Your home, your life. That song's a good song. What a time to be alive. I have not felt that in more than 10 years. I have felt lost in some way, shape, or form in almost 10 years. And especially after the past 5, I feel it even more. But I just want to talk about that and see where this may go. Almost 30 minutes. It's long, I told you. But anyways, that's about it. I'm going to get off here now and finish up my day job. But you guys have a good one, and I will try to keep these coming.